Hello, completed Tearaway Unfolded on PlayStation 4 and have a lot to tell. From the very beginning I should tell that this is one of the most freakish games I have ever played, and I like it. Simply speaking, we play as some anthropomorphic paper thing which runs through paper locations and kills paper monsters, and generally everything in the game is made of paper. Moreover, during a walkthrough we will have to create some elements of the locations ourselves. That's just insane. However, despite everything, it was very interesting to play it. Why it is so, I will try to explain in this video. Let's begin with the basics. Tearaway is a platformer game whose main character is the small paper creature. His or her main purpose is to make his way through a bunch of locations following orders from the voices he hears. The basis of gameplay is running, jumping over platforms, killing enemies in different ways, interacting with various characters and uncovering secret places. Thus we do what we are supposed to do in platformers. The interesting feature is that controls in Tearaway utilize not only sticks and buttons, but also a touchpad and movement of a controller, and all of that is actually needed. For instance, pushing the touchpad actuates certain interactive objects. This action allows us to toss the main character, enemies and necessary objects. If you swipe the touchpad with a finger, you will create a torrent of the air, corresponding to the direction of the finger's movement. This torrent will change position of platforms and direction of flight. Besides the touchpad, you will also rotate the controller actively in all directions. It will be used to direct a light beam, which blinds enemies and opens passages. In some cases, the controller movement will change gravity, which affects position of platforms on certain levels. Furthermore, the controller can be used for precise aiming of projectiles. Therefore, the sticks, plus the buttons, plus controller rotation yield quite rich gameplay mechanics even by the standards of platformers. And this is good, because these elements alone add quite a lot of innovation into such an old genre as the platformers, in which, as it seemed, everything possible has already been invented. And most importantly, it actually works. Even to the experienced gamer such as myself, the gameplay in Tearaway was very interesting. To be frank, I should note that the general difficulty level of the game is rather medium. Playing it is interesting. You always get some new tasks, the gameplay gradually gets harder and you have to die often. However, in general, it is being played without serious problems. The game is meant to be calm and relaxing, without bone-cracking missions which can be accomplished only at the 20th attempt. The visual presentation should be noted as well. Everything in the game looks made of paper, and it blows a mind in a good way. Initially, it felt a bit strange and childish, but after 10 minutes it began attracting me. Considering all other qualities, it becomes clear that the visual presentation is the way it is not because of its simplicity, but because it is the way authors express their boundless imagination. Possibly not everybody will appreciate the game as much as I did, but if you are open to new impressions, do not turn away from it before you play at least 15 minutes. As I stated in the beginning, in the game we will have to create some elements of the locations. Decorations, snowflakes, butterflies, emblems, and so on. Not that it changes the gameplay radically. Basically, when you are offered to design something, you can draw any nonsense and it will do just fine. Nevertheless, this process complements overall atmosphere of the game well, and combines with the platformer structure nicely. I even tried to draw something fair. Throwing aside prejudice and drawing the bottom line, Tearaway Unfolded is a great platformer. If you love this genre and at least slightly open to something new, then the game is for you. If you want to get a wider view of the game, you may watch an hour-long fragment of gameplay available on my channel. Links for demonstrative gameplay and a complete walkthrough can be found in the description below the video. See you later!